Hi students, let us now understand the difference between path difference and the pace difference. Now you consider this picture. When a wave is traveling forward through any medium, when two particles of the medium are separated by a path difference of a wavelength lambda, then the corresponding pace difference between the particles will be equal to 2 pi. So in any wave picture, if any two points separated by a distance is equal to one wavelength lambda, then the pace difference between the two particles will be equal to 2 pi radian. So now I will take if path difference is equal to lambda meter, okay, lambda meter, then the pace difference, phi is equal to 2 pi radian. If path difference is equal to 1 meter, so if path difference is equal to 1 meter, then the pace difference is given by, so the phase difference phi is equal to 2 pi by lambda, Therefore, if path difference is equal to delta, I will take any two points like this, okay, any two points, they are separated by a path difference delta. So if path difference is equal to delta, then the phase difference is given by phi equal to 2 pi by lambda into delta. So this is the very important equation which relates path difference and the phase difference. So phase difference phi is equal to 2 pi divided by lambda into delta, or I can also write in the other way. So delta, the path difference delta is now equal to lambda by 2 pi. So this is equal to lambda divided by 2 pi into phi. So into phi, like this also I can write. So this equation is path difference in terms of the phase difference. This is phase difference in terms of the path difference. Okay students, now for constructive interference. So this is for constructive interference. This phi must be equal to 0, then 2 pi, 4 pi, etc. That is 0, 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi, like that it is what even multiples of pi. Okay, and this path difference should be equal to 0, then lambda, then 2 lambda, 3 lambda, like that it is in general, okay, in general. For constructive interference, this is the path difference delta. Path difference delta must be equal to integer multiples of the wavelength. So this is n lambda, where n is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. This is a condition for the constructive interference. Now for destructive interference, I will write here, okay, for destructive interference. So what is the condition required? You see that the phase angle must be equal to pi, 3 pi, 5 pi, like that it is odd multiples of pi. And the path difference must be equal to odd multiples. So this must be equal to odd multiples of half lambda. So this is half integral multiples of the wavelength. This only is called as half integral multiples of the wavelength. That means odd multiples of lambda by 2. Okay. So I can write this is equal to odd number. So this is 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. So delta is equal to 2n minus 1 lambda by 2, where n starts from 1, 2, 3, etc. The same condition can also be written as delta is equal to 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2 also, provided the n value starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, etc. Okay students. So if n value starts from 1 means then here you have to write 2n minus 1 into lambda by 2. Suppose n value starts from 0 means then the condition is 2n plus 1 into lambda by 2. So in both the cases, the path difference must be odd multiples of lambda by 2. Whereas here the path difference must be what? Integral multiples, okay? Integral multiples of a wavelength. So here it is integral multiples of the wavelength leads to constructive interference, and here odd multiples of half wavelength or half integral multiples of the wavelength leads to destructive interference. Okay students, so this is the relationship between the phase difference and the path difference. So here path difference and the phase difference. So using this condition, now next topic we are going to discuss Young's double slit experiment, which explains interference of light. Okay.